Well, boys and girls, are you ready? Hello, everyone. Today we will find out which gender is better. Just to clarify, I am not talking about the floor we stand on, but about boys and girls.
Hello, subscribers. Labrador, your jokes are not funny, but don't worry. Today there will be a lot of cool jokes from me. So, who is actually better, boys or girls? We will find out today.
Dobie, what do you think? Personally, I think girls are stronger than boys, but I have an idea to check who is better. Dobie, do you know how to check this?
Yes, Labrador, I understand what you mean. But wait a moment. We are doing a parkour challenge through the ventilation system. It's very cold in this room, like a freezer where ice cream is stored. So guys, now you will participate in a very important survey, and we will finally understand who is better.
All the girls, I love and respect you very much, so right now subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Through the statistics, we will find out who there are more of and who won our competition.
So, Labrador, do you think your girls will win? All the boys, urgently subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. I am sure there are more boys. Boys, I personally hope for your victory, and I hope you will win.
Dobie, this is the fairest contest, and through the statistics, we will find out who is better. Everything is completely fair, but everyone needs to participate. By the way, Dobie, did you notice what mode we are playing? It's called Boys vs. Girls. A cool name.
As I understand it, in this mode, there are also statistics that show who completes it faster. I'm participating, and I will play for the boys, and you for the girls.
Ha 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 ha. It's so funny how we're fooling this guard. Let's zap them with the taser. Ha ha ha. The guard is a girl and she fell down. It's hilarious. Girls, don't be offended. It just looks really funny.
Yes, Labrador, but you probably forgot about our race. I'm leading for now, so I suggest you start moving to catch up with me.
I'm already going through the ventilation, or rather, I've already passed it. We have a bathroom here, which leads us to hell. It's called that because we fall right into the center of the earth where there's lava. And some Bob the Builder built a parkour course there.
One mistake there could cost us our lives, so it's important to pass this parkour very carefully. Don't worry, guys, I'll get through this part very quickly. I have special donated items in my inventory.
Hey, Dobie, now that doesn't sound fair. I'm gonna use them for the win too. I will do anything to win. Although my coach, the sheriff, said that the important thing is not the victory, but the participation, I don't believe him. I really love winning.
All right, I've passed the parkour, and I see you have too, Labrador. Next, there's a big ball that wants to crush us. It's such a shame that we have to spend a lot of time waiting for it to roll by. This is the longest challenge.
Yes, Dobie, we will have to wait a long time. Subscribers, Dobie can't hear me right now, but I came up with a way to get through this quickly using a jetpack. By the way, I've always wondered where that big ball comes from.
Labrador, where are you? I can't see you at all. I hope you didn't get past this part using some secret paths. After all, we are having an honest competition. Subscribers, I hope you're watching closely because you are our judges today.
I'm not cheating. I'm using the items you allowed me to use, specifically the donor items. By the way, that energy drink was so delicious. Now my character is super fast, just like Flash. Dobie, where are you? I've already passed the key guard in that long staircase. Ahead of me is the most difficult and fastest parkour. Dobie, look at that challenging parkour ahead. But I'm sure the girls would get through it faster.
Oh, Labrador, don't make me laugh. Boys always do better. I'll prove it to you right now. Let's go.
Well, we'll see, Dobie. Girls are always more attentive and careful. They would have already jumped onto these platforms without any problems.
No way. Boys are more decisive and faster. Look, I'm already halfway through. Haha, where are you?
You're just rushing, Dobie. Girls would have already taken a break at this stage and had a sandwich. They know how to enjoy the moment.
A sandwich, you say? Well, if boys stop, it's only to eat pizza. But I'm still faster. Oops, almost fell.
Haha, be careful, champ. Girls would have already run this parkour on the first try. They are more enduring.
Don't forget, Labrador, boys always find new ways and solutions. For example, this jump can be made with a running start.
Wow, not bad, Dobie. But girls would find the safest path. They think about the consequences.
Maybe, Labrador, but boys aren't afraid to take risks. Look how I jump over this chasm. Yoo-hoo!
I drank some cocktail and now I'm like Supergirl, running very fast and jumping very high. But you might ask why I'm saying Supergirl and not Superman? Dobie, let's tell them something.
Guys, by the way, we've already debated who is better while sitting in our favorite cafe. Labrador and I started this argument. It all began with a simple conversation about who is better, boys or girls. I argued that boys are, of course, better.
And I naturally sided with the girls. We had so many arguments that the debate could have gone on forever. But then I remembered an amazing story that I thought could help us resolve this dispute.
Ah, yes, the story about those superheroes who once came to save our city. That was an incredible day. Just when everything seemed lost, two shining figures appeared in the sky, Superman and Supergirl.
Exactly. I remember how Superman was the first to rush to help, rescuing people from burning buildings and preventing collapses. His strength and speed were simply amazing. Every action he took was an example of bravery and courage.
Yes, Superman was impressive. But don't forget about Supergirl. She was just as remarkable. Remember how deftly she dealt with the destruction and saved people trapped under rubble? Her ability to work in a team and find quick solutions in critical situations was invaluable.
I agree, Supergirl was incredible. She inspired with her determination and compassion. That day, they both showed that heroism has no gender. Their joint efforts saved our city from destruction.
Exactly. Looking at them, we realized that each of them was important and irreplaceable. Superman and Supergirl worked together, complementing each other. They showed us that what matters is not who you are, boy or girl, but what you do and how you help others.
That incident taught us that in life, the main thing is actions and deeds, not gender. Both boys and girls can be true heroes.
So, Labrador, our argument is meaningless. We are both right. The main thing is to be kind, strong, and ready to help when needed. Although, let's remember more stories and maybe we'll find out who is better. And you guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
Dobie, remember that day when our city fell into the hands of a mad scientist and his scientist companion?
Of course, Labrador. That day was a real trial for us. It all started with strange occurrences throughout the city. People began reporting mystical phenomena, disappearing objects, mysterious sounds at night, even dreams that seemed like reality.
Exactly, Dobie. The city's residents were frightened and confused, and only we, Sheriffs Dobie and Labrador, became this city's last hope.
We started investigating and soon discovered that two mad scientists were behind it all. A man known as Dr. Diablo and his accomplice, Dr. Malevolent, were competing to create the perfect prank that could scare everyone to shivers.
Dr. Diablo was a specialist in chemicals and gases. He developed a concoction that made things disappear before people's eyes or transform into something unexpected. Dr. Diablo was a specialist in chemicals and gases. He developed a concoction that made things disappear before people's eyes or transform into something unexpected.
And Dr. Malevolent was a brilliant mechanic. She created devices that emitted eerie sounds and projected ghosts.
Our first encounter with them was full of dangers. They activated their terrifying inventions and began terrorizing the city.
We realized we needed to act fast. We tracked them to their secret hideout, an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. There, they found the perfect place for their experiments.
Exactly! Our investigation led us to discover a secret laboratory complex in the heart of the city. There we found two mad scientists, a man and a woman, who were competing to create horrifying experiments.
The man, resembling a mad professor with a long white beard, focused on creating creatures from myths and legends. He even managed to revive several ancient monsters that chase people through the streets.
And the female scientist was a master of psychological experiments. She used ultrasonic signals to provoke alarm and paranoia among the city's residents. People began seeing and hearing strange things, driving them mad with fear.
We infiltrated their lair and a real battle ensued. Dr. Diablo and Dr. Malevolent tried to scare us with their inventions, but we didn't give in. With our experience and resourcefulness, we managed to defeat them.
That's how we saved our city from evil intentions and restored peace to the people. May heroes always be ready to protect their citizens.
Labrador, essentially, we've completed this level. You defeated both bosses very quickly. The first boss was a chef who couldn't handle your lasers and burst because he or she had a very large belly. I still couldn't figure out if it was a man or a woman.
Yeah, Dobie, the second boss, the Titan, also couldn't withstand my laser and shattered into pieces. I didn't even have to use the bazooka to defeat him. Have you seen how high I can jump now and how fast I've become? I've become a real Superman.
Friendship prevailed, guys. See you soon.
I'm here too. Hello everyone, today we're going to escape from the running head.
But it's not that simple because we have a lot of difficult challenges ahead.
Yeah, that's right, Dobie. But since we're sheriffs, no challenges can scare us.
Look, we've encountered the first running head, but it's very slow, so we can ignore it.
But we shouldn't lose our vigilance because there are probably a lot of traps here.
This maze is very simple. There's not even a ceiling, so we can peek to see how to get to the end.
Great, they won't catch us behind this barrier.
I want to see how smart they are.
That was a bit risky, but I also love taking risks. It's a big part of our job, after all.
Yes, but the key is to always think through your actions in advance and have a backup plan in case things go wrong.
Listen, they're getting really close to us. We need to watch our tails.
They walk so weirdly, and now they're stuck together. It looks like they're kissing.
I agree. I can't even imagine how they walk without legs.
Look, there's this gigantic one blocking our path to the finish. Let's find a way around it.
Oh, I see. It looks like it was a test of attention. We went through similar tests when we became sheriffs.
There are 3 heads in a narrow passage here. We'll need to use some parkour skills.
Oh no, they're kissing again? Let's turn away so they don't distract us. Maybe they're doing it on purpose to make us stumble.
Oh, he looks like that giant one, but luckily he's very slow and not very bright. We can easily outsmart him.
I think we're nearing the end of the first stage. Most likely, it's just beyond... Oh, there was a little trap here. That's exactly what happens when you lose focus. But since we're not on a mission, it's not a big deal. Always play for fun, guys.
Well, you were right. This stairs led to the portal to the next stage.
We continue. It seems we've entered some wooden house. There are 2 doors here. Let's go left.
Oh, he's standing with his back to us. Although it doesn't have a back, so I guess it's facing away with its nape.
Here we need to slip through very quickly because he's distracted by another hole in the wall.
Listen, I don't even know. Oh, I meant to say that I don't know where we need to go. Why did he stand unpredictably around the corner?
I think it's deliberately done by the author to scare us. As for where we're going, I'm not sure myself. Since the monitor can't emit smells, we can't find the exit using our dog instincts, so we're going blindly. But the main thing is not to turn around to avoid going back to the starting point.
Great! We've reached the checkpoint, which means we're halfway through the maze. Usually, checkpoints aren't placed just for fun, so there might be danger ahead of us.
Oops! Let's quickly crawl into the gap before this head regains consciousness.
Another checkpoint. Great! Seems like it's a new element of the challenge. We need to veer off the path in time before this head catches us right in its mouth.
Oh my god, we got a bit distracted and missed the turn. Well, no big deal. We understood the gist, and we'll quickly get back to the same spot.
Remember, Lab, how we spent nights playing horror games as kids?
Of course, those evenings with popcorn and an old computer, we cursed that eerie monastery 100 times.
I wonder how that has influenced our work now.
I think it taught us not to panic in dark corners. Remember when we first encountered that strange case in the abandoned mine?
Yeah, all those sounds and rustling. It felt like something out of an old game back then, too.
But thanks to our childhood fascination, we remained composed and figured out the situation. No mystique, just work.
And strangely enough, it still saves us to this day. I'm glad we spent those evenings in forgotten horrors together.
Me too, Dobie. In our world, every day can be like a horror movie, but we're always ready for it.
So, here we are at the 3rd stage of this place. Continuing on. It seems like another maze.
I hope this one will be more interesting and challenging, because the first one was boring, but I understand. It was just preparing us.
On this level, a lot of new mobs have been added. They even scare me a little. Brr, it's creepy.
I agree, but we shouldn't let fear take over, because it's deliberately designed to scare us and prevent us from completing this level. So, let's gather our strength and move forward, ignoring the obstacles.
By the way, speaking of strange creatures, Labrador, do you remember how we saved the town from mutant snakes? Let's tell that story. The day started like any other, but everything changed when reports came in about strange incidents in the town. People were talking about snakes that had once been harmless, but had now evolved, growing arms and legs. They began attacking people and taking over the streets. Labrador and I immediately headed to the scene.
Later, it turned out that all of this was orchestrated by an evil scientist from a neighboring town. He had made a bet with other scientists that he could take over our town and receive a reward from the government for it. When we arrived in the town, we saw real chaos. The mutant snakes were armed and organized, attacking the residents. Our first priority was to rescue people and restore order. We needed to act quickly and develop a plan.
We gathered a team of brave assistants and began a counterattack. Our efforts were focused on ensuring the safety of the people and identifying weaknesses in the snake's defenses.
Hold on a second, Dobie. We need to pause the story for a bit. We've just completed another stage. Good job!
So, where did I leave off? During one of our operations, we managed to capture one of their leaders, a huge snake with a head in command. He revealed that they planned to take over the town and make it their new home.
With our knowledge and resourcefulness, we devised a plan to stop these mutants. We used special tactics to weaken their defenses and reduce their numbers. The battle was fierce, but thanks to our endurance and friendship, we emerged victorious.
It seems like we're in a more modern house compared to the second stage. Here, it looks like Stone Age heads live, given the stone walls around us.
Oops, we've accidentally reached the starting point again, but no worries. Let's go back and turn in the other direction now.
Oh, these challenges are still very simple. It seems like this place is designed for children rather than sheriffs.
I'm also a bit disappointed by that, but I'm optimistic that a very challenging trial will come soon.
Ouch. That was unfair from the developer. I would have made that jump because I have very good reflexes. Oh well, let's forget about it.
Dobie, what do you think about these heads? Where do you think they came from?
To be honest, I don't even know which universe or game they're from, but I do know for sure that they're very popular on the internet, and they're quite creepy. Perhaps that's why they're popular. Their distinctive feature of having a face painted with white makeup and poorly applied lipstick.
Did you see that head around the corner? We almost ran into it. Once again, good reflexes saved us.
Oh, again! What are they doing there? Maybe they were also trying to jump over something and got stuck there forever?
That's a good theory. Well, we've completed another stage. Let's move on.
I hope it will be more interesting there.
All right, we've spawned in a new location. It seems to be a maze, but not a simple one. A transparent maze. What the heck?
Don't get disappointed so early, Sheriff Labrador. For some reason, you can't see through glass to other glass. I must have forgotten my school physics. But will we also be hindered by women's heads?
I thought those heads reproduced by budding, but it turns out the women were just on another level. Now it makes sense.
These women are prettier than those heads, but they still look ugly.
Oh no, we're stuck. Listen, this glass is really confusing. It seems to create very strange visual effects. Normally, such effects are caused by glasses.
Let's lighten the mood by remembering the funny story about how we rescued a school kid who was fooling around with a fire extinguisher and got stuck in a tree. Recently, Labrador and I had a special day, a tour for school children. We arrived at the school with a fire truck, an ambulance, and a police car to show the kids how our service works. The children were thrilled, especially when they were allowed to climb into the vehicles and try out being rescuers.
Everything was going smoothly until we noticed one of the students, a little rascal named Tim, quietly sneaking over to the fire truck and stealing a fire extinguisher. We thought he just wanted to play, but suddenly we heard screams. It turned out that Tim had activated the fire extinguisher and ended up in a tree, covered in foam.
I sense something's off here. We need to check carefully. The situation was critical. Tim was hanging from a branch, tightly gripping the fire extinguisher, and looked terrified. I immediately ran to the tree while Labrador coordinated the children to keep them away.
While Dobie climbed the tree, I calmed the children and explained that Tim would be safe. Thanks to his agility, Dobie quickly reached Tim. He spoke to him in a calm voice, convincing the boy to let go of the fire extinguisher and hold on to the branch.
This is a very strange challenge. Some heads are falling, while others aren't. When I reached Tim, he was on the verge of tears. I gently took his hand and helped him down. Tim was okay, but shaken. We talked to him about the importance of being careful and listening to adults.
Great, we've completed another stage. Moving on to the sixth one. I wonder how many there are in total. After that incident, we continued the tour, but with new safety rules. The children understood that safety is not a game. At the end of the day, everyone thanked us for the exciting lesson and promised to be more careful.
This day showed us that even the most ordinary events can unexpectedly turn into extreme situations. The main thing is that we are always ready to help and protect those who need it.
Hi guys, turns out we're only halfway through this place. Later on, it's gonna get really tough, which we're really happy about. Well, it's time for us to say goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
Write in the comments if you want to see the second part.
Hello friends, it's Sheriff Labrador and my faithful partner Sheriff Dobie here.
Yes, guys. Hello, everyone. Today, we have something special for you. We are diving into the world of Roblox and playing the Escape Funnies Toy Shop mode.
In this mode, our main task is to escape from the creepy toy shop. But it's not as easy as it seems.
We will have to hide and run away from a scary toy that wants to take us into its toy world.
Friends, hold on tight because it's going to be fun and scary at the same time.
In this mode, we face 6 challenging trials, each testing our skills to the limit. And perhaps at the end, we'll have to fight the toy boss.
Sounds scary and exciting, but we'll manage because we're a team.
We've just turned on the electricity to get some light, and now we're heading down the creepy tunnel to find a way out of here.
Phew, this tunnel looks really spooky. I hope we don't encounter too many traps.
The main thing is to be careful and stick together. Friends, keep your fingers crossed for us because a real challenge awaits us ahead.
What are these footprints? Some kind of monster sneaked into the ventilation and left its tracks here. Maybe we can get in there and find a way out right away. But it looks like we can't. The ventilation is closed, so we'll have to go through this creepy tunnel with broken pipes. Dobie, are you afraid to jump through this hot air?
No, I wasn't afraid. Do you think I'm a coward? We've already been through many scary modes together. I'm almost used to them. By the way, it's better not to look down right now. Wait, do you hear that? Or is it just me?
Dobie, I didn't hear anyone. We're facing a real challenge, a scary labyrinth. Guys, this labyrinth isn't just difficult, it's full of dangers. A giant scary toy will be chasing us. If we don't find the exit in time, it will turn us into one of its toys.
This challenge will make us use all our wits and speed. The labyrinth is huge, and we must be very careful to find the exit as quickly as possible. But don't worry, Labrador and I will guide you.
And remember, friends, this is just the first challenge in this mode. Many more difficulties and puzzles await us ahead. We must be ready for anything and never give up.
Hey, Labrador, this parkour is really tough. It seems like we're tackling the hardest challenges of this mode.
Indeed, Dobie, but this is just the beginning. We have a lot ahead of us. By the way, do you remember what our friends mentioned about the next challenge?
Oh, yes, they mentioned something about red and green colors. They said it's one of the most interesting challenges here. We need to be prepared for anything.
I remember they said these colors are somehow related to choosing paths or solving puzzles. We'll have to be alert and use our wits.
Exactly, Labrador. Let's leave the parkour behind and get ready for the next challenge. Remember, teamwork and attentiveness are our best allies here.
Absolutely, Dobie. Let's move forward. New challenges await us, and we have to prove that sheriffs aren't easy to break.
Green color, run, Labrador! Oh, wait, red color. Stop and don't move.
Green light. Run, Dobie, run! You've got just a little left. You can make it. Oh no, stop! Red light, no way out. Or as the saying goes,
Labrador, I almost lost because of you. Is there something wrong with your reaction time? The green light was on, but you only mentioned red or stop. Don't you know the difference between green and red? Ha ha.
Sorry, Dobie, I got a bit confused. I'll pay closer attention to signals next time. Don't worry, I'll react faster in the next challenge.
We breezed through the second trial from this strange living toy, and now we just need to climb up and start the third trial. Honestly, I thought it would be easier. This is the toughest challenge for us.
You're right. I hope you guys subscribe to our channel and give us likes for our efforts. These are indeed very tough trials, but the third trial will be even 100 times harder. I doubt my friend told me.
Hey, Labrador, look what's on the horizon for us. Our task is to climb up this tower made of toy blocks before that Titan robot toy catches us and crushes us.
Yes, Dobie, it looks really dangerous. We need to devise a tactic to hold out for these 40 seconds until the robot breaks down. Let's first explore the surroundings. Maybe we'll find something useful.
Okay, Labrador, let's consider our options. These columns of blocks could be our cover. We can run between them to avoid the robot's grasp.
Great idea, Dobie. We can also use these toy blocks to slow down its movement. Toss them under its feet to create inconvenience and buy us valuable seconds.
Right, Labrador. And let's not forget about our teamwork. Let's coordinate. One of us distracts the robot while the other navigates along the edge of the tower. This way, we can divide its attention and gain more time.
Exactly, Dobie. Let's go into action. Let's show this robot who the real sheriffs are around here. Stick to the plan, and we'll definitely succeed.
Only 6 seconds left. I'm sure we can survive this. If not, Labrador, you've been the best friend I've had. Hooray! We managed to outsmart the Titan robot. Honestly, it was quite dumb. Just a clumsy piece of metal crushing everything in its path.
I think we shouldn't have opened this door. It's really creepy here. This looks like the location where we need to find the exit and escape from the main character of this mode. Well, wish us luck, subscribers.
Hey, Labrador, look who's chasing us now. It's a living toy, and it's tearing after us through this abandoned toy warehouse. We need to keep moving and not let it catch up to us, or we could be its next victim.
Whoa, Dobie, this looks really terrifying. Let's use our knowledge and experience to get out of this situation. We have to find a way to evade it.
I see a car ahead. Could it be the way out to freedom? No, it doesn't look like it. There's lava below. Where did lava come from in a toy store? Some monster must have created this.
While we're driving, I wanted to tell you something. Yesterday, we received a call from the owner of the toy store. He informed us that toys had been disappearing and all the surveillance cameras were turned off. This prompted Dobie and me to rush to the scene.
Yes, Labrador is right. When we arrived, the store seemed empty and abandoned, with scattered toys and plush animals everywhere.
We began our investigation and discovered Mr. and Mrs. Squirrel hiding in the far corner of the store. It turned out they were taking the toys, thinking they were for their children.
When we asked them why they didn't use the surveillance cameras, they said they didn't know how to turn them on and were just trying to do something nice for their kids.
In the end, we clarified the situation and offered them to visit the store during business hours to purchase toys. They apologized for the trouble and promised not to take anything without permission again.
So, friends, sometimes mysterious disappearances aren't caused by dark forces. Sometimes it's just parents trying to make their children's lives brighter.
It seems like we've been through a lot, but now we're facing the fourth trial, which is proving to be a real challenge.
Yes, Labrador, this trial feels like games such as Mario. We need to run and jump, avoiding traps, and collecting everything that can help us stop the huge head of this living toy that's trying to catch and eat us.
Ahead of us are platforms, traps, and obstacles, but we won't give up. Let's use our agility and quick reflexes to overcome this level.
Labrador, watch carefully. There are traps on the ground. Either avoid them or collect them so we can use them against the head of the living toy.
Recently, we had a situation that unfolded during an evening excursion in another country with my faithful partner, Sheriff Dobie. We decided to take local school children on a tour, sharing our adventures and the responsibilities of sheriffs, aiming to inspire them and demonstrate the importance of attentiveness and responsibility. The walk led us to an abandoned house where the children marveled at the ancient walls and tangled vines. Our tales came to life in the cozy shadow under a starry sky, when suddenly I noticed that one of the students, little Sammy, had gone missing. With a sinking heart, we began searching, scouring every corner of the abandoned house. My heart raced as we heard rustling from above. In the attic, among old rusty beams, we found Sammy sitting on the edge, waving his arms as if hoping to take flight like a superhero. Sammy, scared and subdued, sat quietly on the roof as we approached him. We took his hands and carefully guided him down, soothing his frazzled nerves. Returning to the group, we hugged each student, feeling exhausted yet grateful. This incident reminded us of the importance of our work and how our stories can inspire and educate the next generation.
I remember how it was. I was really nervous. By the way, did we complete the last level or not? I wonder what awaits us next. I hope we won't have to fight the final boss. I'm actually a bit scared of that.
This toy train seems very suspicious. I don't think the exit is here, but we have no other options. Get comfortable, Dobie. We're in for a long ride.
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador. I hope we won't encounter any screamers along the way, and everything will be quiet.
Oh no, it was a trap. What do? We're falling straight down. We're going to crash.
Sheriff Labrador, are you here? I see the final game.
Yes, I'm here. This location seems to be the final one. Oh wait, it's that living toy in a robot suit. How do we defeat it? Guys, we've encountered the main boss. A living toy robot threatening us with its lasers and enormous metal structure.
Yes, Labrador, this robot means business. It's shooting from all its weapons and trying to crush us with its huge feet.
But we won't give up. To defeat this boss, we need to target its weak spot, the legs. We have rocket launchers and we need to hit it directly in the legs.
Let's act quickly and in sync. Labrador, you take the rocket launcher on the right, I'll take the one on the left. Let's focus fire on its legs while we have the chance.
Notice how it's opening the vents on its legs? Now's our chance to attack. Fire the rockets.
Great shot, Labrador. We've wounded its leg. Just a bit more, and we'll do it.
The boss is getting more aggressive. Watch out. Dodge the lasers and keep attacking its legs.
Another rocket hit the mark. The leg is starting to smoke. We're almost there.
We're almost there, and we'll defeat this evil robot. Hooray! We've managed to destroy it. It wasn't for nothing that they called me Diamond Eye at the Sheriff Academy. I truly am a sharpshooter. Now, we just need to find a way out of here.
Guys, you're all simply the best. You helped us defeat that toy robot. I hope we really won, and it's not another trap.
Yes, my friend. We actually managed to beat this super challenging level. Thanks everyone for watching. Hello everyone, Sheriff Labrador here. Can you guess who we're escaping from today? And by the way, I'm not alone.
Yes, Dobby is here too.
As you can see, we're in the house trapped by the evil grandmother. Our task for today is to escape from here. We need to be quiet so as not to wake her up.
But it's not that simple. Don't let her age fool you. She has built a complex of challenges in her house.
Look, she threw away our photo. It seems she hates us.
Let's start the escape. Oh, look, this is a photo of that old man we've already run away from. Looks like they're married.
Oh no, I hope she doesn't wake up from this. Yes, I remember how we escaped from that old man. Be sure to check it out on our channel.
Wow, it looks like this vent led straight to the attic of this house. I hope that Grandma doesn't catch us here. Oh, she even set up mines.
She probably loves cats since there's a photo of one hanging in her attic. Although, all grandmas love cats.
Why do you think this old lady put us in a cage?
As she probably wanted to make soup out of us.
Oh, look, I just noticed we're at a great height, and there are spikes below us.
I hope we don't fall right into the grandmother's mouth when we come out of the ventilation.
I hope so, too. It would be tragic if she ate us right away.
There's a lot of dust in this ventilation. It's driving me crazy.
Oh, look, this grandma is right in front of us. I hope she doesn't wake up right now. Let's jump onto her belly.
Oh, that was unexpected, but it's good she didn't notice us.
Look, are those teeth in a jar? Fee!
I agree, that's disgusting. All right, we need to hurry before she wakes. I didn't even get to finish my sentence.
She's running right after us.
Shoo, what are these snotty green cookies? We'd better not step on them.
She's even farting.
Oh no, she's too close. She might grab us by the tail.
Look, there's a red button in front of us. We need to press it quickly.
This button opened a passage ahead. Let's run there before the evil grandma catches us.
Oh, look how red the evil grandma turned. We should jump next to her.
Look, now she's not even paying attention to us.
There are so many cookies here. I was right when I said she really loves cookies.
The evil grandma is so clumsy that she even knocked over the glass of milk.
Grandma completely forgot about us. She's not even trying to chase us anymore.
Oh, look, it's a giant fan that will lift us straight up.
There are traps along our path set by the evil grandma, but we won't give up. We'll easily overcome them.
I completely agree with you, Dobby. There are no obstacles on our path that we cannot overcome.
Oh, we almost fell back down. We need to be more careful.
Hooray, we've overcome those traps.
Don't celebrate too soon. Let's see what awaits us next behind this door.
Look, we've ended up in some sort of dungeon.
Let's jump on these geysers. I think they'll help us move forward.
Hey, Dobby, don't you think it's getting too hot in here?
I agree with you. It's getting too hot here. Let's get out of here quickly and eat some cold ice cream.
Shoo, the board broke right under us. I hope that doesn't happen again.
Look, there's ventilation again. I think we should climb into it.
The ventilation is dusty again. I hope there are no spiders here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see a giant spider here.
Oh no, we fell into the room where the evil grandma is knitting.
I hope we don't meet her here. I wouldn't want her to knit a scarf out of us.
Listen, it sounds like something gigantic is rolling nearby. Oh, Dobby, I wasn't imagining it. A giant ball of yarn just rolled past us. Oh no, we didn't quite make it to the safe spot in time. I hope we can reach a safe spot before the next one squashes us flat.
I think we just had a bit of bad luck with the timing.
How convenient that there are holes in the walls. If they weren't there, we would have been flattened a long time ago.
Oh, I can see the exit. I hope the end is near.
Hey, Dobby, to make it more exciting as we head towards the final showdown with the evil grandma, let's remember how we saved the city from the evil robot.
Of course, it was one of those days when everything seemed calm until the nightmare began. The sky darkened and a giant evil robot appeared on the horizon, casting a shadow over our town. The townsfolk were panicking, and we, Sheriffs Dobie and Labrador, knew we had to act fast.
First, we had to calm the people down and organize the evacuation of those in the danger zone. But then we decided to find out more about this monstrous machine.
We were shocked to discover that the robot was controlled by a deranged inventor who had lost control of his creation. The robot was rampaging through the town, causing havoc and destruction.
We realized there was no time to waste. We needed to act swiftly to save the town. We assembled a team and gathered all the resources we could find to stop this mechanical menace.
We devised a plan to disable the robot. It was risky, but we had no other choice. We had to protect our town and its people.
Using our knowledge of mechanics and some heavy-duty equipment, we managed to create a powerful electromagnetic pulse, EMP, device. Our goal was to get close enough to the robot to activate the EMP and shut it down.
With the help of our brave team, we set up a diversion to distract the robot while we got into position. It was dangerous, but we were determined to succeed.
As the robot focused on the diversion, Dobie and I made our move. We got close enough to activate the EMP, and with a loud hum, the robot started to malfunction.
The giant robot staggered and then collapsed, its systems fried by the EMP. The immediate threat was over, but we knew we had to secure the area and ensure the robot was completely disabled.
Working together, we dismantled the robot piece by piece, making sure it couldn't be reactivated. The townsfolk began to emerge from their hiding places, grateful and relieved.
Saving the town from the giant robot, we understood that the power of our unity and determination could overcome any challenge. Thanks to our joint effort, the town was saved, and Labrador and I are proud to have helped our community in its hour of need.
Did you see that giant pool filled with cookies? She's definitely crazy.
Yeah, but there's a trap here. Of course, it didn't work on us, but it was still scary. One wrong move and it's all over.
Look, there's another big fan here. Hopefully there are fewer traps this time around.
This fan has propelled us to crazy speeds.
I love speed, especially when I'm racing on my police bike to respond to calls.
Oh, look, the airflow from the fan lifted us up.
Let's jump carefully so we don't fall into the abyss.
This challenge room is longer than I thought. Hopefully, we'll get out of here soon.
Oh, there's a new obstacle ahead, but we're not afraid of it.
It's interesting why the evil old lady set up these challenges for us.
I think it's useless to dwell on that. Our main priority is to escape from here.
Oh, we weren't careful enough going through that obstacle course. Next time, we should watch our step more closely.
Carefulness and professionalism are crucial aspects of our work.
These pipes are taking us higher and higher. The main thing is not to fall into that abyss.
I think the exit from here is coming up soon. The key is not to rush, and everything will work out.
It's getting boring. Let's tell another story again.
With pleasure. It was one of those serene days when the sun was shining bright and the town was going about its usual business. But then came the relentless rain. At first, it seemed like a passing shower, but it soon became evident that this was no ordinary downpour. The streets were quickly flooding and panic spread among the townspeople. Sheriff Dobie and I knew we had to act swiftly.
First and foremost, we had to calm the frantic residents and swiftly organize the evacuation of those in the flood's path. It was a chaotic scene, with people desperately seeking higher ground as the waters rose.
Once the initial chaos was somewhat under control, we delved into understanding the cause of this sudden deluge.
To our astonishment, we discovered that a reckless scientist was to blame. He had been experimenting with weather control technology and inadvertently triggered this catastrophic flooding.
There was no time to waste. The safety of our town was at stake. We quickly assembled a team of rescuers and set out to confront this new challenge.
Together, we devised a plan to mitigate the flooding and clear the streets. It was risky, but in times of crisis, risks must be taken.
Using specialized equipment and strategic placements, we managed to divert the worst of the flooding away from populated areas and towards safer zones.
Through tireless effort and determination, we were able to stabilize the situation. The water levels began to recede, and the immediate danger passed.
As the town started to recover amidst the cleanup and restoration efforts, Dobie and I reflected on the resilience of our community. It was through our combined efforts and unwavering resolve that we managed to save our town from the brink of disaster.
The experience reinforced to us the importance of unity in the face of adversity. Together, we overcame the challenges posed by the flooding and emerged stronger as a community. Labrador and I take pride in having been able to assist our fellow townsfolk in their time of need.
Hey, Dobie, enough with the story. Look, there's a giant cookie in front of us. Let's get closer to it.
Let's grab it before the evil old lady comes.
I think it's a trap, so be prepared.
We're sheriffs after all. We're always ready.
I guessed it, but it was pretty obvious. What else could the grandma come up with? Look at how many of her clones are here.
When did she manage to multiply like this? I think we need to hurry, or they'll fill up this entire lawn.
Despite all our efforts, the clones of the evil old lady keep coming and coming.
We've already taken almost half of this old lady's health. It's good they gave us a bazooka instead of a revolver. Otherwise, we'd be fighting for a very long time.
Don't celebrate too soon. We need to be more careful or we'll end up trapped here forever.
I've noticed there are two types of grandmas here. Some die from one hit, while others have a lot of HP.
Hooray, we won! That was a thrilling battle.
Oh, I totally agree with you, Labrador. It was not an easy battle.
Now we just need to get out of this cursed house as quickly as possible.
Wow, what a car. It must be some powerful sports car. It even has cookie wheels. Since we defeated that grandma, it means we've accomplished our goal for today.
And that means it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Hey, guys! Today we've entered Roblox and we're going to play the Escape from Pennywise's Mansion mode. If you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button.
Hi, everyone. Support us by subscribing and liking. And now let's get started. Labrador, are you ready for these spooky adventures?
Oh, yes, Dobie. Look at this map. The mansion is so grim and mysterious. There are dark corridors, cobwebs, creaky doors, and foggy windows. You can immediately feel that something is wrong.
Yeah, and listen to that eerie music in the background. It makes your hair stand on end. Pennywise is probably somewhere nearby. That clown always shows up unexpectedly and scares you to death.
Right. Pennywise himself looks terrifying. His white face with bright makeup, creepy smile, and those piercing eyes. He moves so smoothly and suddenly appears out of the darkness.
And those bubbles he releases, you never know when he'll pop up. So, we need to find keys and clues to get out of here. Do you see anything useful?
There's some kind of note on this table. Let's take a look. Aha, it's a clue. It seems we need to go through the library and find a hidden door. But be careful. Pennywise could be anywhere.
Great, let's head to the library. Stay close, Labrador. And guys, don't forget to keep an eye on updates on our channel. We'll definitely tell you how we managed to escape from this creepy mansion.
Spooky Halloween music is playing right now, and we have to get through this creepy parkour. This music really gives me the chills.
By the way, have you seen the movie It? It's one of the scariest movies I've ever seen.
Of course I have. Did you know that Pennywise is a clown who appears every 27 years to feed on the fears of children? Oh, look, here's a tricky jump. Try not to fall.
And don't forget about his red balloons. They appear in the most unexpected places, just like Pennywise himself. These balloons have become a symbol of horror. Guys, do you like scary modes in Roblox? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Dobie, look! We're in the creepy maze of Pennywise's mansion. It's so dark here, and that clown could jump out from any corner. We need to get through it as quickly as possible.
Agreed, Labrador. These narrow corridors and shadows everywhere make it no place for a stroll. Look, there's a fork in the path. Should we go left or right?
Let's try going left. Hey, Dobie, have you seen the movie It? It's one of the scariest movies I've ever seen.
Of course I have. Did you know that Pennywise is a clown who appears every 27 years to feed on the fears of children? Oh, look, here's a tricky turn. Try not to get confused.
And don't forget about his red balloons. They appear in the most unexpected places, just like Pennywise himself. These balloons have become a symbol of horror. Guys, do you like scary modes in Roblox? Share your thoughts in the comments.
What was that just now? I got really scared. Yes, definitely let us know. We always love hearing your opinions. Labrador, I think I see the exit from this maze. Come on, we need to speed up before Pennywise shows up.
Dobie, remember that story about Pennywise from last week?
Of course, Labrador. It was something else. I still can't forget it. Something really unusual happened.
It all started when we got a call to Hampstead Street. Residents reported strange noises and unusual activity in one of the houses.
We arrived there, but it was eerily quiet. We thought maybe someone was just playing a prank. But as soon as we entered the house, everything became clear.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was all shrouded in mist, and suddenly Pennywise emerged from the darkness. His eyes were glowing, and his smile was so creepy.
We tried to stop him, but he vanished like a ghost. Then strange events began across the town. People reported seeing him in parks, near schools, even on playgrounds.
Some even claimed they saw him in their dreams. It was so surreal that we couldn't believe our eyes for a long time.
And then we found his artifact, an old doll with his likeness hidden in one of the old houses. Turns out, Pennywise had been haunting the town for a long time, but only now did his presence become so evident.
It all ended when we found a way to slow down his actions, but it was a real challenge. I hope we won't see him again. Dobby, remember that day when we, along with the police forces, raided Pennywise's mansion? It was truly incredible.
Of course, Labrador, it was a real trial for our team. None of us knew what awaited inside. The rumors that anyone who entered Pennywise's house disappeared filled us with dread.
We assembled in full force, with SWAT teams, firefighters, and even representatives from emergency services. Everyone was armed to the teeth and ready for any traps.
Upon entering the mansion, we immediately encountered the first trap, a camouflage pit with sharp stones. We had to move very carefully through this labyrinth.
Finally, we reached the main room where we found Pennywise. He was sitting on his throne of bones, laughing and staring at us with his sinister eyes. But thanks to our teamwork, we managed to capture and detain him.
Yes, Labrador, it was a real feat. We showed that together we can overcome any difficulties. This operation became a true legend in our city.
Dobby, remember that day when we went to the circus and the animals started behaving completely erratically?
Of course, Labrador, it was absolute madness. We never could have imagined that a regular trip to the circus would turn into such a trial.
It all started when the lions and tigers suddenly began growling aggressively and lunging at the audience. People were running away in panic, and we had to start the evacuation immediately.
We quickly organized the exits, guiding people to the doors and calming those who were panicking. It was like a scene from a horror movie. Animals running around the arena, breaking out of cages, and attacking everyone nearby.
After we evacuated everyone, the situation became even more complex. We were left alone with these raging animals. It was just us and dozens of furious predators.
Yes, and that's when we decided to use special devices to calm them down. We had ultrasonic devices that helped us temporarily subdue their aggression.
It was really challenging. We spread out across the arena, using the devices to calm the animals and get them back into their cages. But a few managed to escape onto the streets.
That's right, Labrador. We had to immediately head out and start searching. The escaped animals could pose a huge threat to people.
We sent out warnings throughout the city and worked with veterinarians and zoologists to capture the escapees. Thanks to coordinated efforts, we managed to catch all the animals and return them to the circus.
Yes, it was a tough day, but thanks to our team and the use of special technology, we succeeded. The main thing is that no one was hurt, and all the animals were returned to their cages.
Yes, Dobby, it was a true test of our endurance and ability to act in critical situations. It's good that everything ended well.
There was another story, as usual, starting with a quiet morning and a calm patrol. But this time, we had a special task. Labrador and I received an invitation to the birthday party of the clown Pennywise. He was a new resident of our town, and as it turned out, didn't have any friends here. We decided to make his day and drop by his party.
We approached Pennywise's house, which was decorated with balloons and bright ribbons. Inside, the clown himself greeted us with a wide smile. He was clearly happy to see us. Everything was going well. Laughter, treats, and tricks. However, soon the atmosphere began to change.
At first, it seemed like ordinary fun, but soon we noticed that Pennywise started acting strangely. His jokes became sinister, and his laughter turned into maniacal cackling. Suddenly, he disappeared from the room, and a few minutes later, we heard screams from outside.
We ran outside and saw that Pennywise, dressed in his clown outfit, had started attacking the guests and passers-by. His face twisted into a malevolent grin, and he seemed completely deranged. We realized we had to do something urgently to stop him.
We quickly devised a plan of action. I tried to distract Pennywise, making him focus on me while Labrador sneaked up from behind. It was a dangerous and risky plan, but we had no choice. We had to protect the residents of our town.
Getting close enough, I jumped on Pennywise and tried to subdue him. The clown resisted, but with Dobby's help, we managed to tie him up and calm the guests. We called for backup and quickly organized the evacuation of the injured.
Soon, medical help and specialists arrived and took Pennywise for examination. It turned out that his aggression was caused by a rare mental illness that he was unaware of. It was a tough, intense day, but Labrador and I managed to prevent a tragedy. Labrador, are you sure this is the right way? This corridor looks like it could collapse on us at any moment.
Dobie, we don't have another choice. I see a few doors up ahead. We need to choose the right one before that red balloon traps us. Stay close and stay alert.
I see them, but how will we know which door is the right one? We don't have much time.
I noticed one of the doors is slightly ajar. I think that's our best bet. But be ready for anything. There might be another challenge behind it.
All right, let's open it together, but be careful. Well, just as I thought. Looks like we have to go through this obstacle course. Labrador, look, Pennywise is after us again. We need to figure out how to get rid of him.
We have to use our speed and agility. Let's run to that dumpster over there. He won't be able to catch us there.
Phew, we finally made it out of that creepy mansion. Thank you for sticking with us, friends. Today's adventure wasn't easy, but thanks to your support and our combined efforts, we pulled through.
Guys, today we're back in Roblox, and this time we're playing the Escape Toby's Hospital mode. It's a scary challenge, and I'm already getting nervous. If you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button.
Hello, everyone. Support us by subscribing and liking. It means a lot to us. Labrador, are you ready for this creepy adventure? This hospital looks terrifying.
Yes, Dobie. The map here is just awful. Dark corridors, flickering lights, and walls covered in bloodstains. It seems like the darkest things have happened here.
And this eerie background music only adds to the atmosphere. We have to be very careful because there could be traps everywhere. Have you heard about Surgeon Toby?
Of course. Surgeon Toby is the main villain in this mode. Instead of fingers, he has claws, and he hunts anyone trying to escape from his hospital. He looks very scary, tall, with a mask on his face and eyes glowing red.
Exactly. They say he conducted terrifying experiments on patients, and now he hunts anyone who dares to enter his hospital. We need to be very careful and try to find a way out before he finds us.
Agreed. Let's start by looking for keys and clues. There's surely something here that will help us escape. Stay close, Dobie.
All right, Labrador. I found the first clue. It's a map of the hospital. It looks like we need to go through the operating room to get to the exit. But be careful. Toby could be anywhere.
Great, we have a plan. Let's move forward and keep our eyes open. Guys, write in the comments if you like such scary modes in Roblox. Your opinion is very important to us.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Your support helps us get through such tough challenges. Now let's go, Labrador. We don't have time to waste.
Now we're going through the parkour in the sewers. It smells awful down these old pipes, and there's acid below. It's just terrible. I think even the rats have fled from here.
Yeah, the smell here is so bad that even a chemical attack would be jealous. I wonder why Toby chose this place. Maybe he just loves spending time in the romantic atmosphere of sewer pipes. Yeah, the smell here is so bad that even a chemical attack would be jealous. I wonder why Toby chose this place. Maybe he just loves spending time in the romantic atmosphere of sewer pipes.
Dobie, I have a feeling it will be you. I can already see you doing your signature fail jump, though I might be wrong.
Hey, that happened once. Well, okay, twice, maybe 5 times, but who's counting? The acid won't have lunch today.
Wow, you actually made it. I'm starting to believe in miracles. All right, my turn. Hop. Phew, I made it. Let's keep moving. I wonder what's ahead. Hopefully not a lunch break with Toby.
I think Toby might invite us for an acid tasting. Do you think he has different flavors? Strawberry or chocolate-flavored acid, maybe?
Ha, that would be great if it didn't dissolve our skin. Hey, Dobie, did you know that when Toby was a kid, he used to play hide and seek and always won? Probably because no one wanted to find him.
Ha ha, maybe. Though I wouldn't play hide and seek with him. His claws instead of fingers don't add to his charm. Oh, look, another parkour section. Let's go.
Eat a zombie! Yes, let's go. Guys, don't forget to write in the comments if you like this kind of content. And we're continuing our journey through Toby's hospital. Hopefully we'll get out of here soon. Dobie, remember that old story about Toby's abandoned hospital? That place has always been surrounded by creepy rumors.
Yes, Labrador. How could I forget? They say it used to be an ordinary hospital until that Surgeon Toby showed up. He had very eccentric treatment methods, to put it mildly.
Exactly. Instead of healing, he started conducting strange experiments on patients. They say he replaced his fingers with claws to make it easier to, well, work.
You definitely wouldn't want to compete with him in a manicure contest. Imagine him at a salon. I'd like a manicure, please, and make the claws longer.
Haha, right. And they also say he used the hospital's old sewers for his experiments. That's where he supposedly kept his failed results.
That's why the sewers still stink. Maybe he was trying to create a new perfume. Sewer scent by Toby, for those who love to stand out. Oh.
Or his famous acid. You never know where you might come across another puddle. It's like playing Russian roulette. Make a wrong step and say hello to a new pair of shoes.
And the scariest part is that after his disappearance, the hospital remained abandoned. People say you can hear his footsteps and the sound of claws scratching the walls at night.
Imagine someone walking past the hospital at night, and from inside, Toby's voice calls out, "Hey, want a free manicure?" I'm sure he wouldn't have many clients.
Ha ha, yeah. But all jokes aside, that place is really creepy. No one dares to go there anymore. Even the local cats avoid it.
Then we heard a scraping sound from the darkness. We froze like statues. It turned out to be just an old ventilation fan that started working on its own.
After that, we decided not to tempt fate and got out of there as quickly as possible. And you know what's funny? On our way out, we were greeted by a local cat who clearly thought these two are nuts for going in there.
Ha, exactly. That's the story of Toby's abandoned hospital. Maybe it's just legends, but I'm not setting foot in there again.
Totally agree, Labrador. We better stay away from such places. And if you guys enjoyed our stories, stay tuned for more.
Hey, Dobie, remember what happened last week? I never thought a zombie apocalypse would become our reality.
Oh yeah, Labrador. How could I forget? We were just walking in the park when we spotted the first zombie. At first, I thought it was an actor who got too into character.
Yeah, and then when he tried to bite you, you realized it wasn't a rehearsal. Remember how you yelled, "Hey, I didn't order a toothy massage"?
Ha! How could I forget? Good thing we had our bikes with us. We managed to get away quickly. Just imagine what our bike chase with zombies on our tail looked like.
At least we got a good cardio workout. Then we took shelter in an old supermarket, thinking it was safe. But when you opened the fridge to grab a cola, a zombie fell out.
Yep, that zombie was clearly a fan of healthy eating. Imagine his disappointment when he realized he didn't have taste buds.
Yeah, and after that we started barricading ourselves in the supermarket. We built barricades out of canned goods and boxes of pasta. It was like playing Jenga, but with groceries.
Oh, right. And when we made a maze out of products to confuse the zombies, I felt like a real tactical genius. Although, that zombie who got tangled in the packaging didn't look very smart.
Ha, and remember when you tried to scare the zombies by putting a giant pumpkin on your head? I laughed until I cried when the zombie got scared and tried to run away.
Well, it was a temporary solution, but it worked. Then we found an old cash register and decided to use it as a weapon. I had no idea it could be so heavy.
Yeah, throwing cash registers at zombies isn't the most effective method, but it's definitely original. But then we realized we had to move on because more zombies were coming.
We got out through the back door of the supermarket and headed to the old garage. There, we found an old pickup truck. And you know what? It started on the first try.
That was probably the happiest moment of the entire day. We drove that pickup through the town, running over zombies along the way. You even tried singing, "On the road with zombies, here we go."
Well, my musical talents leave much to be desired. But the main thing is we escaped. We made it to a safe place and realized that a zombie apocalypse is not only scary, but also a bit fun if you look at it with humor.
Yes, the key is to stay optimistic. So, ready for the next adventure? I hope it will be less toothy. Dobie, remember that time we encountered the robot surgeon named Tony? It was something else.
Of course I remember, Labrador. Tony wasn't just a surgeon. He was a genius bent on taking over the planet. Remember how he tried to take over the city, turning everyone into mechanical beings?
Oh yeah, he seized all the factories and started producing his cyborgs. I barely held back from saying, "Tony, you've gone overboard with these mechanical patients."
And do you remember his army of nurse cyborgs? They were racing through the streets, administering injections to everyone they met. I'm sure our hospital had never seen such efficiency.
Yeah, and when we decided to attack his main headquarters, Tony sent his giant surgeon robot against us. It was so big, it could wipe us out with a single swipe of its oversized scalpel.
Ha ha, exactly. I remember how you tried to maneuver out of its surgical hooks and blades. You literally said, "So, Tony, what's a surgeon doing on the operating table?"
Well, I've always had a penchant for dark humor, especially when our planet is at stake. And remember how we ultimately defeated him? You managed to disable his central processor using a soldering iron and a glass of water.
Yes, I was glad my hobby in soldering paid off. After Tony lost communication, his cyborgs started running around aimlessly, like nurses after a collision with Labrador in the refrigerator.
Yep, they just scattered, not knowing where to go. In the end, we took control of the situation and restored the city to normalcy. Although you can still find confused cyborgs roaming the streets.
Absolutely, Labrador. Dealing with Tony and his robot army was one wild adventure.
Dobie, what's with this nonsense about Tony? We fired the bazooka at him 3 times already, and he just keeps multiplying.
Yeah, Labrador, our main opponent turned out to be a real master of replication. Every time we think we've defeated him, another Tony suddenly appears.
Dobie, this is just absurd. We've shot this Tony 10 times already, and he just keeps multiplying like a rabbit at light speed.
Yeah, Labrador, our bazooka is about to overheat, and this Tony seems to be enjoying our struggle.
Whew, we did it. That was a real challenge. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.
Everything is
Guys,
correct.
today, Dobie and I are playing the Roblox game mode Barry Xe Prison Run. Get ready for some cool challenges and fun. By the way, don't forget to like and leave a comment.
Hi, friends. Oh, yes, we're in for an adrenaline-filled prison escape. And from what I've heard, Barry himself is watching us. The guard turned into a monster by an evil scientist.
Yeah, he looks like he had one too many protein shakes last night. Look, he's standing at the entrance, and he's definitely not happy to see us.
Labrador, are you sure this is a good idea? That Barry looks like he ate all the inmates for dinner. All right, let's go. The first obstacle course begins.
The sewer smells terrible. Barry really stunk up the place. I regret feeding him beans. Wow, it's so creepy here, Dobie. We still have to face the final bosses. I hope you've been training, because we're in for a powerful shootout today. Dobie, what is this creepy place? We're in the sewers, and I think I smell... I don't even want to know what it is. Oh no!
Oh no, Labrador. Look, someone is coming. It's the scary guard Barry. He looks like he ate the whole school for breakfast yesterday.
Quick, we need to run away from him. Do you see that ladder? We need to climb up to the 2nd floor.
Labrador, don't forget about my acrophobia. Oh well, let's go. Just don't look back.
All right, Dobie, I've got your back. Haha, it's like we're in a spy movie. Except instead of lasers, we have the sewer and an angry guard. I can hear his boots clanging on the metal plates. Dobie, look at these rusty pipes. Are we supposed to walk on them? They could fall at any moment.
Oh, Labrador, don't worry. You once said you're light as a feather. Let's put that to the test.
Haha, thanks for the compliment, Dobie. But if I fall, I won't forget this. Hold on tight, or Barry will catch up to us.
Oh, Barry, I hope he doesn't decide to climb the pipes. They definitely won't hold him. Although, if they fall on him, it might help us out.
Look, there's a ventilation duct ahead. Let's quickly get in there before the pipes fall. Barry is really close now.
Faster, Labrador. I can feel everything creaking under my feet. Great, I'm in the vent first. You follow me?
Dobie, you're like a rat squeezing into any gap. Oh, it's dark and cramped in here. I hope we don't run into any spiders. Dobie, have you ever heard the story about the scary guard Barry?
Of course, Labrador, but I heard that recently an even scarier guard named Bry appeared. They say he's even worse than Barry. Let me tell you about it.
Go ahead, Dobie. I'm curious to hear what kind of horrors you've got.
Well, it all started when Bry was just an ordinary guard in the quietest and calmest prison. But one night, an experiment happened that changed everything. An evil scientist decided to conduct an experiment to create a super guard. And Bry became his guinea pig.
Guinea pig? I imagine Bry with ears and a tail. Ha ha!
Labrador, it would be funny if it weren't so scary. The experiment went wrong, and Bry turned into a real monster. He became twice as big, stronger, and grew terrifying claws. They say his roar can be heard for miles.
Wow, that sounds creepy. But wait, you said his roar can be heard for miles? Maybe it's just his snoring?
Ah, ha, ha, maybe. But the most interesting thing is that since then, strange things started happening in the prison. Inmates began to disappear, and the cells became empty.
Disappear? Maybe they just found a secret exit and decided to escape from Bry? I'd do the same.
Maybe. But Bry started hunting everyone who tried to escape. They say he knows all the ins and outs and can appear out of nowhere. One inmate said he saw Bry moving through walls like a ghost.
Through walls? Well, now I definitely won't sleep. I shouldn't have agreed to the night shift in this prison.
They also say that Bry feeds on fears. The more scared you are, the stronger he becomes. So, Labrador, don't be afraid, and we'll be safe.
Easier said than done, Dobie. But you know what? We have flashlights, and if anything, we can always blind him.
Great plan. And don't forget our secret weapon, a good sense of humor. If Bri finds us, we'll just tell him a few jokes. Maybe he'll laugh and let us go.
Yeah, the main thing is not to panic. If we see Bri, we'll joke until the end. Maybe he'll just give up and run away from us.
Exactly, Labrador. We can handle any monster, even one as scary as Bri. And if anything, we always have Plan B. Run as fast as we can.
Dobie, do you see that? Fat Chef Harry is coming right at us, and he looks like he ate all the food supplies in the cafeteria.
Oh, wow, Labrador. Harry really is scary. We need to do something and fast. Oh, look, there's a bazooka lying there. But it's strange. It shoots food.
A food-shooting bazooka? Is this a new method of fighting hunger? Let's give it a try. Maybe Harry will eat enough and become nicer.
Ha ha ha! Just imagine him getting bigger and bigger from our shooting. But it looks like we don't have a choice. Aim at him, Labrador.
Dobie, we've got pies left. Harry, for dessert, we have cherry pie. Catch.
Excellent, Labrador. Looks like he's almost full. I mean defeated. One more shot and he'll go down.
That was awesome, Dobie, and fun, to be honest. Harry will definitely be afraid to go near the kitchen now.
Exactly, Labrador. And it's time for us to move on. Who knows what other challenges await us ahead?
One day, we were contacted by our old acquaintance, the chief prison guard, Jackson. He told us about strange rumors and suspicions that something was amiss in the prison. The inmates spoke of secret passages and strange occurrences. Jackson offered us an unusual assignment. He would place us undercover in the prison, and our task was to find out what was happening and try to escape.
And so, Labrador, we found ourselves in a cell. We were registered as new inmates, and Jackson made sure none of the guards knew who we really were. The first few days, we studied our surroundings, got to know other inmates, and looked for any clues.
Yes, Dobie. It turned out that the rumors were not unfounded. We heard from one inmate that the underground passages really existed, and some of the inmates were using them for escapes and smuggling. We decided to find out more and locate these passages.
We started by searching for maps and building plans. One evening, when all the inmates were asleep, we sneaked into the archives. It was risky, but we knew this was our chance to find something important, and we got lucky. We found old plans indicating the existence of underground tunnels.
With the maps in hand, we began looking for the entrance to the tunnels. It turned out that one of them was right under our cell. We patiently waited for the guards to be distracted, and then we started digging.
After several hours, we found the entrance to the tunnel. It was narrow and dark, but it was our path to freedom. We started moving through it, trying not to make a sound. The tunnel had many branches, and every step could have been our last if we were discovered.
We followed the tunnel, guided by the map. Suddenly, we heard footsteps. Someone else was using the tunnel. We hid and saw a group of inmates carrying contraband. This confirmed our suspicions.
We decided not to interfere so as not to give ourselves away, and continued on. At the end of the tunnel, another surprise awaited us. A locked door. Fortunately, we had a lockpick, and after a few attempts, the door gave way.
We emerged outside, but it wasn't the end. We needed to get off the prison grounds unnoticed. We used the shadows and cover to make our way to the fence. Finally, we climbed over it and found ourselves free.
Our mission was complete. We returned to Jackson and reported all our findings. He thanked us and said he now had all the evidence he needed to conduct an investigation and restore order in the prison.
This experience was not only a test for us, but also an important lesson. We learned how crucial it is to be attentive and prepared for any surprises. And most importantly, we realized that working as a team is our strength.
Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new stories and learn more about our work.
It was one of those days when everything seemed calm and routine. Dobie and I decided to have a little fun and throw a small celebration for our team at the police station. We recently bought a big, beautiful firework to celebrate our station's anniversary.
Exactly, Labrador. We thought it would be a great idea to lift everyone's spirits and bring some joy to our colleagues. We hid the firework in the storage room so no one would notice and planned to set it off in the evening after our shift. However, things didn't go as planned.
That day, the station was a bit tense. We were handling our usual tasks when suddenly something unexpected happened. One of our colleagues accidentally spilled a hot drink near the storage room where we kept the firework. The flames quickly spread to the box of fireworks.
I heard a loud bang and smelled smoke coming from the storage room. We immediately knew what had happened. the fire started spreading very fast. We knew that if the firework exploded inside the building, the consequences would be catastrophic.
Without hesitation, we began evacuating everyone in the building. We shouted for everyone to get outside and warned them of the potential danger. Meanwhile, I ran to the storage room to try and put out the fire.
Labrador, you acted incredibly fast. I grabbed every fire extinguisher I could find and joined you. We started fighting the fire, trying to reach the source before the fireworks could go off.
Everything seemed to happen in slow motion. The fire was intense, but we kept fighting. Finally, we managed to reach the box of fireworks and threw it into a large metal container where it was less dangerous.
When the fire was extinguished and the fireworks no longer posed a threat, we went outside where all the staff were standing in alarm. Fortunately, no one was injured, and the building didn't suffer serious damage. It was a true miracle.
We explained to our colleagues what had happened and apologized for our mistake. Everyone took it with understanding, but we realized how serious the consequences of even the most innocent fun could be. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we will be escaping from the evil pot-bellied grandpa.
Yes, hello everyone, Sheriff Labrador. We better keep it down in case he wakes up and whacks us with his cane.
Stupid Dobie, you're yelling louder than me. Look, here's my photo. I'm afraid to think what he did with it.
What are you thinking, Labrador? I think he just printed it out to remember your face. Let's go before dinner time comes and he wakes up.
Let's just jump on his belly instead. You're scared of Dobie again. What can he do to us? His eyes even look in different directions.
Oh no, Labrador, I think we woke him up. Run!
It's okay, Dobie. That old poker is running at a snail's pace. But you'd better hurry up. You're too close to him. Don't fall behind.
I feel uneasy. My tail senses someone about to bite me from behind. The main thing is not to look back.
You're right, but we're almost there. I don't even know why that old man has so many dentures, and why doesn't he clean up the floor? It seems like he's tired of chasing us. Look at these strange photos. Why hang something like this on the wall?
We did it, Sheriff Labrador. Maybe he really loves to look at himself. Although, judging by everything, he hardly ever gets off the couch.
Look! What are those giant boogers on the fork? It doesn't look like broccoli. I hope he didn't bite into them. And there are no teeth of his fallen out inside.
If I'm honest, I adore broccoli. They taste like mushrooms mixed with sea kale. Write in the comments if you like broccoli.
What are you talking about, Dobie? Everyone hates broccoli. Let them rather write what they love to eat the most.
Everyone has different food preferences. If someone likes something that you don't, it doesn't mean that person is strange.
What? Did you see that? Why did I die? I didn't even touch him. Stupid developers. Let's just finish this. Let's calmly walk through these chattering broccoli. See the face of that old man ahead? Just go to him and don't look back.
See that guy? Why is he walking backwards? He's just distracting us. Shoo, I stopped just in time. Spinach almost hit me in the muzzle.
I thought he was really just standing there waiting for us to pass these trials. Turns out he's so crazy he built his own giant iron copy and embedded it in the wall. But even your mom's bigger than him. Ha ha ha.
Watch out not to fall into the lava, Labrador, or you'll roast your sheriff outfit. They won't clean it off like last time when a seagull pooped on you. You tripped over a stone and fell into the city fountain. Ha ha ha.
Why are you speak off the cuff, Dobie? Maybe I should remind you of when you slipped on a piece of pizza and crashed into a lamppost. We had to pay for its repair too.
Very funny. But let's not get distracted, or you'll fall again. Let's ask the guys if they would like to see a video on our channel where we both play The Floor is Lava in Roblox. Write in the comments.
Why are you standing there, you goofball? I've already passed. Let's go further. Ahead of us awaits a conveyor belt with giant falling vegetables. Watch your head.
Once again, we are next to broccoli. Maybe you'll take a bite while you're next to it. I think you'll like it.
Where did you get lost there? Eating your broccoli again? We're in a hurry. Ahead of us is the room where we were at the very beginning, only now we're on top. I knew we just had to climb up to escape from him.
Sorry, they were very tempting. I couldn't resist. Look down. What's that pink stuff all over the floor? Maybe it's gum or jelly?
So, I'm Labrador, and my faithful partner is Dobie, the sheriffs of this wonderful city where something happens every day. But this day was truly special. It all started with rumors of strange experiments conducted in our city by a mad scientist. Everyone was tense, but no one expected that these experiments would lead to such a nightmare. This scientist, lost in the realms of science and madness, decided to experiment on jelly. Yes, you heard it right. On that sticky delicacy that each of us loves. He tried to improve it, making it more elastic, but alas, everything didn't go as planned. In one horrifying moment, there was an explosion that threw the scientists several meters back, and the jelly began to grow at an incredible speed. It covered everything in its path, threatening to flood our city. People ran in terror, screaming and praying for salvation. But I, Labrador, the sheriff of this city, couldn't allow this dreadful jelly to destroy everything we had built for so long. And I knew that my faithful friend Dobie was always by my side, ready to help. We moved forward. Our mission was clear: to stop this jelly at any cost. We swam through this sticky madness, my nose literally getting sucked into it, but we didn't give up. With my unmatched intellect and Dobie's nose, we found what fueled this jelly. Some strange reagent left by the scientist in his madness. We destroyed it, and the jelly began to melt, like falling snow. The city was saved. People came out on the streets again, and Dobie and I were proclaimed heroes of the day. But for us, the real reward was that we saved our beloved city from ruin. Thus ended our most incredible day, full of adventures and dangers. And, although no one will know about it firsthand, we know that we, Labrador and Dobie, the dynamic duo of canine justice, saved the world.
Amazing story, Labrador. Thanks for reminding us of it. But why did you bring a board with you? You can't slide down on it like on a sled.
I brought it for you, Dobie, in case you want to protect your pants.
Ha 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 ha! Very funny. Then let's talk about how you tore your pants when you climbed a tree to rescue a cat. The strangest thing was that the tear was in a very unexpected place. I hope the cat didn't get psychological trauma from what she saw there. Ha ha!
Let's not think about that right now. We're about to reach our main goal, to defeat that cheeky, pot-bellied old man.
Okay, Sheriff Labrador, let's focus on that. The main thing is not to repeat what happened a few minutes ago. Don't fall into the lava, ha ha! Look ahead, there are sod boards. Let me go first. I'm not as fat as you, so they won't break under me.
Look, Dobie, in the distance you can see that old man's lure, a golden prune. Strange choice. Why did he spend a lot of money on a dried fruit statue? Maybe it's because that old man himself looks like a dried fruit.
Why did that guy fall apart? He couldn't handle the upcoming challenge mentally. But I hope we'll succeed, Sheriff Labrador.
Dobie, let's finally finish this. Grab that prune and run. That way, we'll distract him with you, and I'll shoot at him with the bazooka.
Oh no, Labrador! It looks like he's hunting you instead of me. I'll try to distract him somehow.
Don't worry, he's very slow. Just make sure to dodge his big red laser. I don't want to find out how painful that is. It would be nice to have a bazooka like that. It would come in handy for major arrests. It even shoots backwards.
We're almost there. Let's push harder. I wonder how long it took him to make that giant suit and how he got inside it.
Yes, we did it. Great job. The world is saved from the crazy old man. We should celebrate, Dobie.
Hooray! Why did he just sink into the ground? Now that we're done, let me tell everyone an interesting story about how we saved the city from a virus epidemic. It all started on an ordinary morning. I went on duty with my partner, Sheriff Labrador. We noticed a sudden increase in the number of sick animals in the city. They were all complaining of weakness and fever, but no one could understand what was happening. We knew we had to act quickly, or the whole city could fall ill. I called our old friend Professor Ben, who worked in a secret laboratory outside the city. Ben had always been at the forefront of science and technology, and if anyone could help, it was him. "Hi, Dobie," said the professor. "It seems I have something that might help you. We've recently developed special visor glasses that allow you to see viruses in the environment." Labrador and I immediately went to Ben and received these amazing glasses. Putting them on, we saw our city in a completely new light. Viruses were everywhere. In the air, on surfaces, even on people and animals. "We need to find the source of the infection," said Labrador. His tail wagging with excitement, we began surveying the city, looking for clusters of viruses. The visor glasses showed that one of the abandoned houses was teeming with viruses. We cautiously entered and discovered an old laboratory where someone had apparently been conducting dangerous experiments. On a table, we found records indicating that someone had deliberately released the virus into the city. It was unthinkable. We gathered all the evidence and returned to the city to warn everyone and start cleaning the infected areas. "We need to isolate the infected and disinfect everything they might have touched," I ordered, and Labrador set out to coordinate the actions of the residents. Together with Professor Ben, we set up purification stations throughout the city. The residents, realizing the seriousness of the situation, began to help us. Labrador and I patrolled the streets, ensuring that everyone was safe. After several days of hard work, we finally managed to get the epidemic under control. The viruses disappeared, and our city became healthy and safe again. You did a great job, Dobie, said Professor Ben, patting me on the shoulder. Without you and Labrador, we couldn't have handled it so quickly. It's our job, I replied modestly, looking at our beautiful city. We're always here to protect those we care about. So, with the help of new technologies and a team of friends, we were able to save our city from an invisible threat. The visor glasses became a symbol of our victory over the epidemic, reminding everyone that even ordinary law enforcers can do great things.
Great story, Dobie, but it's time to say goodbye. We still have to save the world in real life. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. If you want us to play the scariest map in Roblox, leave a comment.
Today, we're going to escape from an evil dog in Roblox. It's right behind me, but it's asleep, so we're safe for now.
Hello, everyone. Ahead of us are thrilling challenges and boss battles. By the way, if you know the name of this dog, be sure to write it in the comments.
Sheriff Labrador, let's jump on his belly.
Let's do it, but we need to be ready in case he wakes up.
Don't worry about that. I think he stuffed himself and watched TV all night.
It seems we need to get to the ventilation, but there's a small parkour course. Good thing I've been practicing parkour since school.
Oh no, you broke his mom's favorite vase. It seems like he's sleeping soundly. I hope he doesn't notice the shards when he wakes up.
We'll quickly sneak through and escape.
Great, now we need to overcome this giant room.
I see some metal platforms ahead. We need to press the button.
What do you think these trials are for in this dog's house? I don't think he's the one going through them, although they would be good physical exercises, which promote health.
Wow, look, it's a zip line. I used to ride one of these when I was a kid. Maybe it's all to ensure that no one can reach him and disturb his sleep. But here we are, trying to escape from him. Why he kidnapped us is indeed strange.
Look, he has a wife and kids. Why haven't we seen them?
And on the picture on the left, his friend is depicted Talking Tom.
I have a theory that we've entered a universe of talking animals. Perhaps this is a kind of hell, because no one would like to be forced to talk, especially to say exactly what you don't want.
Exactly. And that's why he built these trials, to get as far away as possible from the fate of endless talking. Now we just need to find the others and figure out why we were kidnapped.
That's a possibility. It could be that they kidnapped us to replace them in conversations, so they can be free. Or perhaps they feed on other animals, and that gives them the ability to talk.
Or maybe they're just a little bit crazy.
This option is worth considering too. Let's focus on getting out of here and finding out what's really going on.
It looks like we need to climb into the ventilation system. This is the transition to the next location. Hopefully we'll encounter some new characters along the way.
It seems you're right. There's Talking Tom standing there.
Oops, he fell.
Get ready to run. I don't think he has good intentions.
Have you ever seen the Tom with red eyes? He looks like he's ready to flatten us like pancakes.
It feels like he's about to shoot lasers from his eyes. What if he really can do more than just talk? We'd need some interesting superpowers for detaining suspects then.
Why did he hide around the corner? Did he think he wasn't visible?
Perhaps he's a little dumb or just sleepy and not very spatially aware.
He has such funny teeth like a child's. You know, for some reason, he seems even cute to me.
Maybe the environment is starting to affect you. I hope you won't turn into one of them right now. Did all this hypnotize you or something?
I don't even know. I hope I won't get absorbed by this atmosphere. If something's wrong, let me know.
Of course. Back in the ventilation again. We already dealt with Tom. Let's see who awaits us next.
Looks like a children's room. Maybe it belongs to Ben's kid?
You guessed it. It's a girl. I wonder what her name is, and if Ben's children are facing the same fate of constant talking like he is.
While you were talking, we fell right into her paws. Why did we get teleported back? I don't think she's as mean as Tom right now.
I think so too. If she wanted to bite us, she would have already gotten out of this grid. It has huge gaps between the bars.
Oh, so we found out her name is Lily. I don't see her brother's room here. Very strange. Is there any point in keeping them so far apart? Guys, write in the comments if you have a brother or sister, and if you share a room together.
Yeah, what if something happened to her brother, and here we are just casually talking about it? Also, perhaps this is precisely why everyone has gone mad and thinks we killed him.
Dobie, you're back to inventing theories again. It's only distracting us from the main goal. I think things aren't as bad with this place as you imagine.
It seems we've entered the central ventilation system, which provides oxygen to the entire complex. We could leave a surprise here.
Let's tell the guys the story of how you and I saved the city from the animal pirates instead. This story began when rumors started circulating in the city about strange events. Animals began behaving unusually, as if under the influence of something invisible.
Many of them fell into a strange trance, and some even disappeared without a trace. Labrador and I began an investigation, and soon discovered that behind all this were animal pirates who were planning to take over our city.
Our suspicions were confirmed when we discovered that the animal pirates had struck a deal with a company from another city to help them create a device capable of controlling the minds of those around them.
These pirates were cunning and well prepared, with a clear plan, and the backing of another company made their threat even more serious. We realized that if we didn't stop them, our city would fall into their hands.
The local scientist helped us determine that their device emitted a sound at a frequency inaudible to animals, but capable of inducing hypnosis and controlling them. We realized that standard methods of fighting crime wouldn't work in this case. So, we decided to create a device capable of absorbing sounds at a frequency that regular animals couldn't hear, and that could help us locate and destroy the enemy's device.
Creating this device was challenging, but we collaborated with the scientists to overcome the task. When we finally completed it, we set out to search for the pirate device, which was hidden somewhere in the city.
We roamed all the streets and alleys listening to the surrounding sounds until we finally noticed a strange signal that our sound-absorbing device picked up.
Oh no! Looks like he woke up and saw that we escaped. We headed toward the source of the signal and discovered the pirate device hidden in the basement of one of the abandoned buildings. We quickly dealt with the pirates' guards and destroyed their device. Thanks to this, the city was saved from capture, and the residents could sleep peacefully.
Yeah, we were awarded the Order of Bravery and even featured in the news. How I love my job. And you?
I also love my job very much. Being a sheriff is very exciting. Every day we face many trials and adventures, which gives rise to more and more new stories. It seems like even a whole lifetime wouldn't be enough to tell you all of them.
Ouch! The ventilation grill collapsed under our weight, and we're tumbling down.
In real life, falling like that would hurt. Your tumbling down reminded me of how I went sledding down a snowy hill during my winter vacation. It was a lot of fun.
I also plan to fly to a snowy country for my next vacation, and thoroughly enjoy the beauty of nature and the cozy atmosphere.
And in the meantime, we've reached another parkour section. But this time someone has set up trampolines for us. That's very kind of them. Without the trampolines, I don't know how we would have climbed so high.
Just a little more, and we'll reach that button. I can't wait to face the main boss of this map. I think it will be Talking Angela since we haven't seen her yet.
I think it will be Talking Ginger, because I haven't seen a female main boss yet, and we also haven't encountered Ginger yet.
What kind of nuclear reactor does he have in his complex, and why does he need it? I hope he doesn't plan to destroy all living things.
You know, Labrador, sometimes I wonder how we both ended up on this path. I wonder what led us to choose the profession of sheriff.
Yes, Dobie, that's indeed an interesting question. I remember being fascinated by stories of heroes protecting their towns and loved ones since childhood. Especially inspiring were the tales from my grandfather, who served as a sheriff in his town. How about you? How did you come to this choice?
For me, it all began when I was a teenager. I always loved helping people and felt a desire to do something meaningful. One day, I met a sheriff who came to our school to talk about his work. I was so impressed by his stories of protecting people and maintaining order that I immediately realized, this is my calling. Remember our first operation together? We didn't know each other that well back then, but even then, we felt like we could rely on each other.
Yes, it was a test of endurance and we passed it. But you know, Dobie, I think being a sheriff is not just about skills and abilities. It's also about the desire to serve your community, to be part of something greater.
Well said, Labrador. We chose this profession because we wanted to protect and assist. Every day, we reaffirm our choice by seeing how our work makes the world a bit better and safer.
So, here we are, at this moment. We've reached the door behind which the main boss of this map awaits, and we were wrong about the main boss. It's actually the giant robot, Ben.
Let's shoot him right in the teeth.
I'll try shooting at his legs. Maybe that's his weak spot and he'll fall down.
What a coward Ben is. He didn't even bother to put up a fight at the end, and just opted to make a giant combat robot.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's sitting in his chair right now, either asleep or watching TV with a mug of coffee in hand.
I hope it's not something stronger than coffee, and he's probably watching some football while we're here sweating. That's not fair.
Hooray! Congratulations to us. Leave us some congratulations in the comments. And now it's time for us to leave this crazy house of talking animals.
Hold on, but aren't we also talking animals? Maybe it's related to our abduction. They wanted us to be part of the app about talking animals too. Guys, would you play such a game?
You're back with your scary theories again. Look, our motorcycle won't start. It would be funny if it ran out of gas.
Guys, it's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our escape from the talking animals.
Yes, don't forget to leave comments, like, and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Also, check out our other videos and let us know what else you'd like to see us play.
Looks like duty calls. Off we go to another adventure.
What's happening again? I hope it's not an attack by the giant robot Ginger.
No, Angela.
Goodbye.